Hey, y'all, what's going down? You know what I'm saying? Now, after putting out these things to let, folks get a little bit of insight, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, they see me. They really don't know me. And it's like, if you want to know something, you'll put some interest into it, or you'll at least try to, try to figure something out. And when I say out, I'm trying to figure is how to approach someone. Self control, you know what I'm saying? Within asking, I realize that the one thing that I can never ever pay back is oxygen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't create it, you know what I'm saying? But yet I need it, man. And I get a lot of messages. I be going online, you know what I'm saying? I'm steady searching, you know what I'm saying, for the better things in my life. And I wrote things down in notepads of goals and things that I truly want, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give you a little idea, you know what I'm saying? I want to live comfortably, you know what I mean? And content. That I didn't say rich. I didn't say a lap of luxury. Uh, just content, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And there'll be times, you know what I'm saying, not having anything at all, or things that have me in want, lusts, uh, pride of life, lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes. You know what I'm saying? I know who controls those tools, and I'm not against having good things, but yet at the price of what? You know what I'm saying? Because when I ask people for things, ask family for money, which I try to stray away from because I work. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I should be able to have what I need because I work for it. And there's a level of integrity that I hold with that. Now, do I say that I don't ask? No, man. But I do know that when I ask, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to recompense someone back for that, whether it be through time, monetarily, because that's usually what it is. You know what I'm saying? People ask people for money, with no intentions of wanting to provide for that, because it's just like going to a store. I see a man outside the store. I go to the store. He's asking, "Hey man, do you got some change, some spare change? I'm trying to get a beer. I just need some spare change. Want some diapers, something like that." John 7:24. I'm not trying to look at you and be like, "Oh, this nigga man or this woman, they just want some money because they look like they be using it." No, I get past that, or they just want to get drunk. But I do think inside myself, it's like, look, I know I go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? And as managing of my own money that I am challenged with, which it really shouldn't be, because it's who you working for when you go to work. You're working for yourself, and within that, I realized the one who gave me the ability to work, so I'm really working for him, and he gave me life. So it was like, in order for me to live life, I have to do what? I have to work. That's in the beginning, you know what I mean? But then again, if I work to just give what I know I need, which is money, but I don't necessarily need it, but there's a purpose for it in my life when I'm working for it. And I can't forget that. And the challenge that I run across, and like I said, I'm talking to females and whatnot, man. I'm trying to talk to friends, people I want to have friends, but it's like, man, you got to give to get. But as of now, recently in my life, man, I got these people, man. They asking for things, and they ain't trying to give me nothing. They just giving me what they want from me, and it's crazy to me to say that, you know what? Let me just give you what I have. But it's a funny thing. A wise man told me a person will never ask how you got it. Never ask what you did to do to get it. They just want it. And this it is the same thing that they have seen it in their lives from themselves, and but yet they ask someone for something that they know that they have, or have the ability to get. So I'm not downing folks, because everybody's falling on hard times, but considerably thinking that I didn't make it to the way of, and the attitude, and the outlook on life without having to suffer being used and abused. So I say these things because I know that there's folks out there, like as of recently, there's somebody that literally I want to say like 40 minutes ago asked me, "Hey man, hold up, it wasn't a man, but it was a woman, and I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to reach out there and be expansive because I want a legacy. Like I said, I ain't got no kids, no wife. I'm deadly serious when I say this. I have never been married, and I ain't talking about putting a ring on your finger and going to sit. Yeah, that too. But as far as having a agreement with a woman that is virtuous, I haven't done that, and it's not their fault. It's mainly mine. But I'm glad that I've been spared of not rushing into something because I've made so many mistakes in the past that I've dealt with women and it seems to me on that level. I'm not saying all women, but on that level of I just met you and you're asking me for money. Just met you. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that's strange? But hey, I just made people at the store ask me for 50 cents. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think about it, consider it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I don't want to feel bad about not doing it because I remember that I didn't feel bad when I went to work to make it. So I shouldn't feel bad to put it in somebody's hands so they can take it. You know what I mean? So like, yays, yays, nays, nay. Understandably, this is the way, you know what I'm saying, disciplines and self-control. I've relinquished giving if it hasn't or doesn't come from the heart. Like, fuck the feelings. I'm gonna use logic. The emotions are there. So don't think that I don't want to. But logic tells me that if I give, I have to look at my own circumstances as far as how I'm living because honestly, it's really not anyone giving me anything. Especially when it comes down to money. I know I have to work for that. And I don't want no woman or man to do something for money that I have. Or I'm not going to put them in a position of, oh, well, you got to do this for me. No, I'll ask for it back. Being a man of my word, and so it's hard to take other people's word for it. You know what I mean? I'm 44 years old. And I've learned that people will say anything to get what they want and have no consideration as to what I need. That's something that's left out of that equation. And kindness for weakness. I'm not weak, but proceedingly to be very kind. And so, as to those who see me, don't get pissed or mad when I ask questions because you asked me a question and I'm not mad because there's no such thing as a dumb question. But the answer to you that might be controversial is, why are you asking me? Or do you consider me to need? Because I have plenty of wants. But if I need, I come to you with a need, not my wants. For the only thing that I want is to be mutually respected. I already know. I've lived long enough to know I'm not going to get that 100% of the time. So it's not called doubt. It's called reason. And I reason with myself. And I don't want you to be the reason that I doubt people. Because that's already there. So, as to the question, I need it. What are you giving me in return for your want? Ask me what I need. And that we can reason with. Peace.